Hello everyone, back to today's second video. Just have a very quick look at the 12Z, see whether they're still showing the chance of appreciably cold northerly winds next week. If you've seen today's first video, you'll know that the model output for earlier on today was suggesting really cold weather potentially next week, chance of snow and cold northeasterly winds. Of course, all models are updated now for the 12Z, so we'll go through those very quickly. Just say if you're enjoying the content on the channel at the moment, please can you click like, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, don't forget to tell your friends about GavsWeatherVids as well. And drop a comment and let us know what you think. Right, now there's been problems with the GFS. So let's try refreshing this again. We only have the GFS up to 171 hours, unfortunately. So we're not going to get far with that. That's how it looks as of Monday, 18th of January. So we are raising the height. So that's as far as we go for GFS. We are raising the height. So the Greenland got this low pressure just here that looks like it probably drop southwards, and it may go in the same direction as like the earlier GFS runs, but as it only goes 171 hours, we cannot say, unfortunately. We will have a look at the GEM and the ECM WF though. So this is the GEM. Again, we're starting off right now, bringing in some colder air to the north. Once again, let's see. We're at westcentral.d for this, by the way. Let's see what happens after that then. So we're going to bring a weather system across the country from Wednesday into Thursday. That weather system is going to stall as it moves across the country and produce outbreaks of rain, possibly some sleet or snow on the northern and eastern edge. You can see that happening, that low pressure sort of developing along the weather front and slipping southwards. And then as we go on into next weekend, we bring low pressure in from off the Atlantic. That will initially bring quite mild weather over the weekend, I think, but with some outbreaks of rain. And then the low pressure pushes eastwards, will turn the wind into the north. So we have cold northerly winds setting up here through the course of next week. GM is still going for this northerly blast. It is a proper cold northerly as well, very unstable air mass blasting down across the country. There's low pressure involved with it as well, so not only cold, there will be a risk of snow. So the GM basically continues the trend for very cold and potentially wintry weather as we go into next week. We can see the precipitation type forecast from the Weather Outlook based on that GM run. So we start off with rain at the moment, of course, and it's going to go a bit colder from Tuesday to Wednesday. Then this weather system will try to come in from off the Atlantic on Wednesday, but as it bumps into the cold air, the GM is producing snow with this from Scotland down through northern and eastern parts of England. Quite a snow event developing here on the east side of the country, Wednesday into Thursday. This is 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Thursday. Heavy snow from Scotland, northern England, down into the Midlands and into eastern England as well, and into the southeast. Those deep pink colours indicating a real snow event with the GM. The GM is not the most reliable of models though, so it's just one to watch. After that we go towards rain over the weekend as it goes milder, and then next week of course we dig in those northerly winds, so the precipitation turns readily to snow with those northerly winds. And again, don't take the areas of snow too literally, but there would be plenty of snow around on those northerlies. Right, and let's just have a look at the ECM and see what that's doing. So that's updated up to day 10 as well. So I do not know what this is going to show. It's been as much as a surprise to me as it is for you. So we go through into the middle of the week with that stalling area of low pressure trying to push across the country. So there it is on Thursday with elongation. The ice bar telling us that the weather front is stalled across the country and there's a low pressure running along it that could bring some outbreaks of rain and or snow. So that's perhaps one to watch for Thursday. By Friday into the weekend, low pressure is diving in from off the Atlantic. That brings initially milder weather and a lifting temperature, but then low pressure early next week diving southwards, heights pushing up to Greenland, and the ECM is also at it as well. cold northerly winds setting in with a proper Greenland blocking feature and low pressure coming up from the south. So of course, as this low pressure here tries to move into that cold air that's being forced southwards by the Greenland high, then there's all sorts of potential for fun and games in terms of snow. Upper air temperatures with the ECM at day 10 look like that. So it was not bringing in the minus 10 cells ice firm with this ECM run up to day 10 anyway, but it's cold enough for snow as those areas of low pressure run in, run into the cold air just here. The main thing is that the trend, of course, the things detail like the minus 10 cells ice firm will change and is open to question, and we'll know much more later on in the week. But the main thing at the moment is just to see the trend. The trend is maintained by both the GM and the ECMWF to get this block going over Greenland. Proper Greenland blocking feature, 1,035 millibars. We've got yellow colours over Greenland. That is proper Greenland blocking with a trough of low pressure over the UK and northern and western Europe. So the trend to cold weather is maintained. We can't share the precipitation type forecast based on that ECM run from Tometeo because that won't update for another hour or two. But around a couple of hours' time, have a look at precipitation type forecast, see what sort of snow it's going for. And of course, we don't know what the GFS is doing because it's got to 171 hours and it has stalled. So we do not know what the GFS 12Z would have showed. But there's enough there anyway to keep the interest going, I would have thought. So yes, it does look as though cold and wintry weather is, trend cold wintry weather is still maintained through next week with both the GM and the ECMWF as well. Much more coming up tomorrow as the weather gets more and more interesting. So check that for the vids tomorrow for this short 12Z roundup. That's all for now, and thanks for watching.